Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to our little fundraiser that we're doing for the lovely, beautiful, amazing, talented Lavender Lady Diana. We all love very, very much. So sorry that we're a little discombobulated. We had to change the stream. Hopefully, people are able to find us a little bit of a night. I'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, but first, I want to thank the two of the most amazing people in the world that I love so very, very much. Um, Bree Brainbug, my producer, one of my absolute best friends. Thank you so much for not only producing but being here and always being there for me. So,
Oh,
Bree.
I wouldn't be anywhere else.
And of course, the super hot, amazing, just brilliant in so many levels, student
Cornhead.
Dr. Ben with the
I'm
corn
student
hat.
Dr. Cornhead today, and we are doing a mukbang tonight because I was hungry and I have ribs. So I hope y'all enjoy it because I'm gonna eat on camera.
That's super fine. Um, I am going to tweet out this link so people can find it. So you guys take over for a couple minutes while I do this because I can. I'm a little stoned and I cannot do two things at once anyway. So
All
you guys.
right. Well, Ben's eating some ribs, so I'm gonna have to monologue because
Tell me,
his mouth's
tell me
full.
about your newest acquisition to the hive.
Oh yeah, I got a Haitian curly hair tarantula. It's rather small, so hopefully I got years ahead of me with it because these tarantulas can live upwards of 15 years, and they are one of the most considered one of the best beginner tarantulas. I have never had one before, so this is my first. A lot of people go with when I started collecting, the go to for a beginner species was a Chilean rose hair, and I had one of those for a few years. It was an adult, but when I got it, but they have this.
Why do they call them rose hairs? Is it the
Yeah,
color or the fineness of the hair?
it's the color. It's like this
Ooh.
gorgeous pink. In different lightings, it's more radiant. There are a lot of tarantulas that have beautiful colors on them. I know people are like, oh, spiders are gross and yucky or whatever,
Yeah, I
but
was going to say Critical Cripple would not be thrilled with any, even if it was pretty.
you can find spiders in just about any color. You can find butterflies in though. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, I used to have also a Brazilian. They call them Brazilian rose blooms. It's Pamphobetus macala. Yeah, I love saying those words. And it was purple, like grape candy purple. It was really
Ooh,
beautiful. I'll have to
purple is my favorite.
I'll have to share a picture of it. And then I have had a tarantula that was blue, cobalt blue. Actually, that one didn't reach maturity. It just died. I don't know what happened to it, but I'll probably get another one sometime.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. And what was your next thing?
So Saturday is when I do my thing. That is live from the hive. This Saturday, I'm gonna give too many spoilers, but we've been doing for our bug of the week. We've been talking about different dangerous house pests. We talked about the brown recluse. We've talked about your favorite, the Arizona bark scorpion.
Ooh,
We've this week we are going to be just to let everybody know what's coming. We're going to be doing a kissing bug.
Ooh,
So they carry the Chagas disease. I'm sure that you're familiar with
ooh,
that.
yes, yes.
The species was actually identified from the disease that was carrying it when it was first discovered. I think the guy who discovered it was his last name was Chagas. I guess named after him.
Yeah, Chagas disease is an interesting little disease to study because most of the time you're gonna get it like as a young kid, it's going to present kind of like the flu, almost just like an upper respiratory infection, and then it'll go away. And then later on, like when you're in your 20s or your 30s, you go into heart failure, and it's a chronic thing. So it's like it's not anything scary right away, but then it like comes back to bite you later on. And so if you get somebody specifically from Brazil who's in heart failure, you're thinking Chagas. It's really weird.
Is it really hard to diagnose? I mean, the symptoms really
It's a
prevalent.
weird one because it's just a presentation that you wouldn't expect. Like you would not expect a 20-year-old to be in heart failure. That's something different. And so you're gonna diagnose it by somebody who who lived in Brazil or in somewhere in South America as a young kid, got some kind of respiratory infection as a kid, and then grows up, and then maybe you have somebody who's more athletic, like, and then can't do those activities anymore, or says I'm exhausted by walking to the mailbox, or like I can't walk upstairs as easily, and like that's a big red flag because you're like, whoa, a 20-year-old should be able to do all of those things. But it's definitely not like when we diagnose certain conditions, most of the time, like if you've heard the phrase, when you hear hoofbeats, think horses. Most of the time you want to think horses, but Chagas disease is a zebra. Like that is a case where you're thinking zebras. If you've heard the phrase, when you hear hoofbeats,
Oh, somebody's got the
hearing
stream
myself.
playing.
Was that B?
It was Phoebe.
I think it was Phoebe. Yeah, I get what you're saying though, because there's you would go through like because it's such a exotic. I don't say it's exotic because it's starting to become more common up here in North America here over the last decade or so. But for decades and decades before that, it was a tropical South American disease.
And it's weird too because like it's pieces of a puzzle that you need to piece together, but certain bits of that you're not gonna get from somebody if they come to your office. Like I bet most people haven't disclosed to their doctor every single respiratory infection they've ever had in the past.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
so you get somebody from Brazil who's in heart failure now, they're not going to tell you, oh yeah, well I had the flu once as a kid. Like they're not going to tell you that. So that's a piece of the puzzle you're going to have to infer that they had that at some point.
Is it always immigrants that come down with it, or is it?
That's the typical boards scenario. Like the textbook scenario would be somebody from the area, because of course you're going to need to be in an area where the bug is incredibly common. And like you're saying now, if the bug is more common here, we're seeing it more here. That's going to change in the future. But I know exams really like to give you an obvious scenario, but realistically, yeah, it could happen to anybody.
Yeah, if the kissing bugs, if they are up here and they're carrying it and they're a vector, they're not. Then we're going to see in the future, it's going to become more common to see people that aren't necessarily from equatorial South America coming down with these symptoms, and it may be harder to diagnose because you won't have that go-to response.
Right, and there's something too that Bree, you probably have some thoughts about as well. Is like a lot of diseases that are related to bug regions. For example, like sickle cell disease is stereotypically diagnosed in Black people, but we're trying to get away from that being a crutch in diagnosis because it's actually related to the areas where the mosquito is present. So anywhere in the Mediterranean, you can be susceptible to sickle cell.
Right.
So you can be any ethnicity and have sickle cell if you lived in an area where the mosquito is common. So
yeah, and species of mosquitoes are there's several, and they are starting to migrate. Like we have tiger mosquitoes over here now in the U.S. They didn't have those for years. Those ones are the ones that would carry a lot of malaria from the old world, and now they're starting to migrate over here. Did you hear about the the genetically modified mosquitoes that they released? In Florida.
I did, yeah. It's fascinating.
Yeah, it's so fascinating. And I was a lot more worried about it when I first heard about it, but like the more that I read about it, the less worried I am about it. But yeah, it's quite fascinating. Absolutely.
I
So
think
we're. Oh, you can talk because
I was
mine's a
gonna say
little
I
bit
think
off.
Texas is next in line to get those mosquitoes released.
But I was gonna say that in Arizona, we've had an kind of rise in West Nile cases recently. Like we've had a lot of people hospitalized with West Nile, which of course that's like a bug bug-borne illness,
Hmm.
but it's something that people don't really think about and you don't see a whole lot. And then now we're getting like we had a case at the hospital I was at in September, and then I know several other students at other hospitals on the other side of the city that also had some cases. So that's one that's popping up as well.
So, uh, when you work in the hospital, do you see more like when do the people with these symptoms come in? Is it when they're like on their deathbed and you're trying to figure it out, or do they detect this stuff kind of early? Because it seems like, at least with like Chagas disease, it can take decades for it to become a problem.
Yeah, it depends on the person and it depends on the disease. Like, of course, anything that goes to the emergency department, you're going to get a mix of severities and presentations. Like, you get some people who show up to the emergency department with a cold, and then you get some people that show up to the emergency department or like who don't even go to the emergency department who are actively dying. And it's just like a lot of, does that person want to go or do they not want to go? Do they think it's serious enough to go? And more often than not, the people who really need to be at the hospital aren't the ones going to the hospital. Or they have someone else dragging them to the hospital, because your perception of your own disease, like you always, you tend
Yeah.
to think that it's not that bad if you have an actual problem.
Yeah.
But people who think that their condition is really bad, usually it's not that bad.
Okay.
Well,
Can I get just a sec?
Yeah.
First, I want to welcome Savage Minnow. I don't think you've ever been on my channel before, so welcome.
Thank you.
Nice to have you. Everybody, say hi and be nice.
mhm.
B is was about to jump on, but someone was at her door, so she said she'll be a bit. And the beautiful, comparable, amazing, ego hungry, full of whatever, Miss Phoebe. How you doing?
Hey Phoebe.
Is she there, or is she still waiting for her entrance? Because I know she. Okay, yeah.
I need Phoebe to comment on my hat. That's really all
I'm
I
so
want.
sorry. It's just so funny. She has no. She's got to make an entrance. I fucking love you, Phoebe. Love you. I love you. Oh, okay. So why we're here tonight? I'm gonna set this over to Savage because she's done a big part of putting this all together. So I think you would probably say it better than me. Plus, I'm a little stoned. Like I said, I had a fucked up day. So, Savage Minnow, if you want to tell everybody why we're here, and if someone either Bree or Ben wants or Phoebe wants to throw the link for
Mhm.
Diana in the chat as well. That would be helpful. Thank you. Go ahead, Savage.
Yeah, well, I want to start out by saying thank you to you and everybody else that has been like really helping out with the stream. It has definitely been a total group effort, not just me. And you guys have been really great. And this is going to be part one of many. So do stay tuned for more. I think we've got something maybe in the works for New Year's Eve. But the goal is our friend, the Lavender Lady, the lovely Diana Clarion. She is in kidney failure right now, which if you're not familiar with that, it means that she has to go to dialysis 3 times a week, plug herself into a machine, get plugged into a machine, have her blood drained out, cleaned, and put back in her body. Not only is that just like really annoying because it takes several hours, not including travel time, but like also she has to keep that port super clean. She has to be on a really strict diet. There's like so many like lifestyle restrictions on top of that. Plus, she's just gonna have to do that like forever until she gets a kidney. So that is our plan, is to get her a kidney. And the next course of action is to get her a care team together. So what we really need to do is basically get people signed up who can be a caretaker for her after she gets surgery and after she gets the kidney. Um, she did inform me. See, for about a year, I had like no clue, but there actually it can be a team. It doesn't have to be just one person because I'm not able to like just drive out there and be out there. It's going to be for a total of 8 weeks and we don't actually know exactly when it's going to be. But if you have experience as a caregiver and you would like to help out, and if you know that your schedule is going to be pretty free or that you can free it up with a little bit of notice, you can email us. It's LL Kidney Fund, Lavender Lady Kidney Fund at gmail.com, and I can give you more information there. We're also doing a fund, which is going to be the link. I heard somebody was linking down below. It's a coffee link right now, and that is going towards travel expenses for caretakers as well as lodging for. There have been a couple of people who said, hey, if I can get there and stay there, I can take some of the time. So that's really one of the main things that's going to be needed is for us to be able to get there and have a place to stay when we get there, because Diana's place is unfortunately not big enough to accommodate a whole care team that she needs. So yeah, that's what we are working towards. And like I said, this is going to be part 1. And we're going to be, I think we figured out that it's like 2,500 coffees that we will need donated if we stick strictly with the coffee link. But I think we might do other forms of revenue also. There's talk of doing a raffle, an auction, and a few other things in the works. So like I said, this is just part 1. And thank you so much, Amanda, for giving me the time and giving me the floor.
Of course. Most people know that with everything happening in my life, I don't stream much on my channel more lately, at least. But I'm always, Diana and me and Kate do our stream every Sunday, so that's like been my home for a while. So I will do anything for Diana, and since she won't just take my kidney, like I've offered her numerous times. Yeah. So Phoebe, beautiful, lovely. You've been footballing, is that it?
I've been in London today watching Arsenal ladies play Barcelona ladies, which is why I'm back late. I got the last train out of London. I got the last train along back to my home station.
Phoebe, do you like my hat? I need you to comment on my hat, please.
Is it a corn cob? Is that what it is?
It is a corn cob. So
what I was going to say was, did you have sex with the state of Iowa?
No, well, there was the atheist secret Santa. The atheist secret Santa was going around Twitter, and so you post your Amazon wish list, and then people send you stuff if they want. Nice. So I put this hat in my wish list because on Catnip's channel for D&D, my barbarian decided to just like eat raw corn as like part of it. So I put this corn hat on there and someone sent it to me. So now I'm wearing this corn hat and I love it. Somebody else sent me a shot glass that says chaotic stupid is not in alignment. So I will have to do a shot tonight.
I saw that on Twitter. It's nice. Yeah.
But this is why I have the corn hat and it is beautiful. And very sexy.
I'd like to, if possible, can I just have a couple of minutes? So later on in this stream, I am going to be doing a very special episode of Transition Stories where my guest will be the wonderful Lavender Lady. And this is going to be a very special interview for me and a very special interview for Diana because it will be dedicated to the Kidney Fund, as we're calling it. So if you are unfamiliar with Transition Stories, I interview non-cisgendered people about transition, what transition is meaning for them, gender identity, and so on. And this is going to be fairly special because, as far as I'm aware, this is the first time that Diana will have done such an interview. So I will be the first person that will be interviewing Diana on this subject.
I'm pretty sure when you asked me originally, because remember I was talking about Transition Stories before you made it a show, and you would ask me who to do, and I think Diana was the first. I was like, there's this woman, her name is Diana, she goes by the Lavender Lady. I'm pretty sure she was the first that I suggested to you. I had a whole list, but I mean, Diana is Diana.
Because there's two people on this stream who were on series 1, one of them was the very first guest, and he can tell you all about that if he wants. And I was the first person to really get a hold of the wonderful Bree. So, yes.
I
I wasn't
many
that scary.
awesome trans people.
I wasn't that scary, was I, Bree? I wasn't that scary an interviewer.
I only cried a little bit,
Only a little bit. Only a little bit.
and only when you
But-
wanted me to.
Can
But yeah.
when we do like the follow up, can I wear this corn hat?
As long as you say I had sex with the state of Iowa.
Okay, stop
also,
that. Little known fact: when I worked for the Challenger Center that I ran for NASA was at the Science Center of Iowa. So I lived
You know
there.
why I'm calling it? Well, you know why I'm saying that about Iowa? Because Iowa is the Cornhusker state.
No, I know that. I'm just saying it's gross. Iowa is gross. It's not a fun place to go. Nobody wants
Iowa,
to.
we call Iowa's
okay?
called idiots out walking around. That's what they call it in Wisconsin.
That's basically it.
But yes,
is a-
I also
Sad, lifeless. I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody in the chat. I apologize, but I mean,
it's a
was
sad,
from
lifeless,
Iowa, we
desolate wasteland.
apologize.
It is
It's
the
a
I'm from the
whitest
Midwest.
place
You
I've
could be
ever
talking about the whole
been.
Midwest. I'm not offended. It's
It
fine.
is so fucking white. Oh my god. It's whoa.
that-
Anyway.
I live like right across the river from Iowa, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I
But yes, I say I posted in the private chat something, and what I will say is that this could very well be one of my last streams that I do due to some work issues that I'm having. So I'm going to enjoy this tonight.
Well, I'm. What time is it?
It's
Half
not
past 2 in the
fast.
morning.
No, I mean like, what time is this your stream, Phoebe?
Oh.
Well,
Phoebe's
I'll let
stream
I'll let
is
the
at-
coordinator tell me that.
Because you don't know.
I don't
what
know what
time
it is
zone
in
would you like
Eastern
to know?
Central. Give me the lot. Start in Western European time and then end up in Hawaiian
I can
time.
start with Pacific time. So Pacific time is going to be 2 o'clock. That means it's 3 o'clock Mountain time, 4 o'clock Central time this PM. 5 o'clock PM Eastern time, 2200 hours UK time, and 9 a.m. in Sydney, Australia.
What time Eastern?
Eastern
5 p.m.
time.
So it's 10
5.
o'clock
5
Western
5
European time at
p.m.
night.
Well, somebody like text me before it or whatever. I'm not gonna remember.
Hey, what I will say is at least 2 people in this stream get, they're in my credits, for goodness sakes.
And
Yeah,
it doesn't even
I
say
actually had a
Corn Man
lot
on
of
it.
a lot of fun on your stream, Phoebe. It was a good time.
It was.
I was kind of worried I was going to get emotional talking about the topic, but you made it really kind of fun to talk about.
Amanda, are
Yeah?
you dead?
What I do?
You screamed, and then I said,
No,
are you dead?
I hit my foot. I died. Yeah.
Oh, I thought
It
she
hurt.
sneezed.
Oh, I heard something else, Phoebe. I thought you were asking if she was on a date, and my mind was like, "Oh, you asked
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You know me. Getting down. No, I did actually left the house today. I mean, it wasn't for a good reason. It fucking sucked. So I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, Amanda had a rough day.
yeah.
Holy shit. Hold on a second. I'm coming. I'm sorry.
We had a little fiasco there at the beginning, but I'm glad we got things underway, and I'm glad that that Phoebe and Savage Minnow have joined us, because the more people we have on here, the livelier the conversation is, and I can't think of any people that I'd rather be spending my evening with. So it's good to see you guys.
Aw, well, thank you. I really appreciate you guys having me. I really do.
Yeah, so I just want to thank Bree and Ben for like being here and okay with like me freaking out and crying before the stream. So I appreciate that.
Oh my
Those
gosh,
are the
I
technical
think
issues.
probably I don't know a streamer who hasn't like freaked out and cried about like technical issues on a stream.
No, it
Like
wasn't. I mean, the technical issues annoyed me, but that's not why I was crying. So.
usually it's not actually about the technical issues. It's just that's like the camel that breaks the straws, or the straw that breaks the camel's
Yeah.
back. You know.
Yeah,
So,
tipping
like,
point, right?
I had to go
I'll be
to
right back.
the town that we lived in, you know, before, um, which is where like my abuser, our abuser is. In fact, we had to walk right by his house. Um, like yeah, it's very uncomfortable. Plus, it's like an hour away, and we went to go get stuff from our storage, and we got dropped off because I don't have a car. So a friend of Angel's dropped us off, and we were grabbing stuff, and then Angel was going with his friend Timothy, and I was coming back up here. Um, but the thing is, getting out of the storage facility, like out of the gate, it needs to be set off by a car. You can't get out from the inside without a car. There's no key, there's no keypad or anything. It's just the wait. And the office was closed, and they have an emergency number, but no, it's just a fucking voicemail, and nobody called me back. So we were locked in the storage facility place, and it was not fun. So no, that's why I was a bit late. And like the rest of the day wasn't great either. There was a lot of shit that happened today that was awful. But that was, if everything is all like it rushed or it seems rushed, and the fact that we had to like, set up a different stream and everything, that is why I apologize. So, but thank you everybody for coming.
There's more important news too. I don't know if anybody saw it on Twitter, but Manda got her dog back. She's got Leia back. So, yeah.
Sorry, my room is a mess. Well, she's right there.
They sleep on the bed.
We just moved in here Sunday, so and it's just temporary because the apartment that we got or hopefully got, but I don't count my chickens before they hatch because everything that we've done has gotten fucked up since we've started this journey. So the one that we're supposed to have won't be ready until January. So I mean, we needed a place to go for Christmas, and I don't have a tree or decorations, and we're sharing a room, but at least we're together, and it's something. I don't know. I'm doing my best. I'm sorry. This is about Diana, not about me. So I'm gonna shut the fuck up now.
No, it's your stream. It's your stream. Like that's
Yeah,
you're going through shit.
The people in the audience and people from your audience that are going to watch this and donate to Diana are listening to you, and they're here because they like you and they want to be part of your channel.
First of all, hi Neil. I don't have an audience anymore. So
Wait, you. Boy, you, lady far away from me. You made me smile the other day, and you may not have realised how much you made me smile because you sent me a photograph of somewhere.
Yeah, it was going.
But it wasn't a photograph of the place itself, but it was a photograph of a sign to the place itself. Now then, we're going to play 20 questions because we're going to see if anyone else on this stream can work out what this place is. So you three have 20 questions between the three of you to work out what this place is that Amanda sent me a picture of. Not a picture of, but it was, this is the name, the sign to, and you've got to work out what that place is. You three got 20 questions, go now.
Phoebe has
while you guys are thinking about it though, can I just point out that you said that you have no audience and blah blah blah, all that bullshit. We have had $150 in fucking donations since you have been live. Thank you guys so fucking much. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, that is fucking awesome. Thank you.
People
so
out
much.
there, you guys rock. Oh my gosh, we appreciate it so much. We want to keep. We love Diane. We want to keep her in the community.
Yeah,
I feel really uncomfortable with people celebrating money. I'm British.
Well,
I'm
let me
from
think.
Connecticut.
I can ask the computer how much that is in Great British pounds.
Well, it would be nice if we could find out how much that is in British pounds and in euros. That would also be nice.
Okay, computer, how much is $150 in Great British pounds?
$150 is about 113 pounds and 38 pence.
Okay, did you hear that?
No.
I did. 115 quid.
Well, Brits and
Computer,
your quid.
how many euros is 150 bucks?
150 US dollars is about 132 euros and 79 cents.
There we go. All right.
So about 130 euro.
Yep.
Well, there you go.
Don't you know that in the U.S. your health care is tied to your capital? So however
It
much
is.
your monetary
Yeah.
value to the world is how much your health.
Oh, don't I know it?
Yes. Unfortunately, that is the case.
But yes, anyway, you three have 20 questions.
Yeah.
But what if I
Wait,
just
wait.
guess right off the bat?
You won't get it right off the bat.
I
If
know
you
I
guess it
won't,
right-
but I have to make a fun
Yeah,
guess.
Is it a
anyway.
place Amanda's
Literally
actually
nobody
been?
would.
So the answers
No.
that Amanda and I will give will be yes or no only.
Yeah, you want to go around the room? Like start with Bree.
So we'll start off with the lady in the
So you sent
Terranium.
So just to clarify the situation, you sent a picture to him of a place, and
Well, it was
or
like
she
the,
found
the
it hilarious.
Sign, you know, I
Or
was
did-
on the highway, so it was the sign like.
So you
this-
sent her a picture of a sign on the side of the highway
But
in-
we're looking for the place
In
You know,
Georgia?
We're
we're
looking for the place itself.
in Georgia.
It's a U.S. like location
It's like a place you would go to.
or just a highway sign.
Well,
We're
I mean,
looking
I
for the
I
place
sent
that
her
the
a
highway
picture of
sign
this-
was directed you
like
to.
this.
Oh goodness.
So
It's a-
Never mind.
Hey,
Sorry.
you would
a
visit-
highway sign was sent to me.
Yeah.
We are after the place on that highway sign.
Yes,
Hmm.
it's a place you would visit.
I have a guess though. Just knowing Phoebe.
Go ahead.
Does it happen to be a presidential library?
Are you answering that, Amanda, or am I?
Damn, Ben.
Wow.
I know Phoebe. I know Phoebe.
The answer to that question is yes.
Okay, so which one
I
though?
didn't want to guess.
Which
so
president?
Bree or Savage?
Jimmy Carter.
You are correct, you strange and absurd human being.
Oh,
That was
Find me out
amazing,
before I
Ben,
go to the
dude.
stream.
That was
So.
good.
I don't know how he got that, but like I fucking
No,
love it. Like
No, I
I
probably would-
learn things. I
Yeah.
learn things about people, and it's part of like becoming a doctor and like the whole taking what people say and
I would
integrating
have
it
done the
and
same
making
thing,
things
though,
out
with
of it.
Phoebe. If I were playing, if I were in your shoes, I would have wondered, you know, what presidential libraries are.
Well,
at,
well, it's a
or
place
something
in
about football.
Georgia, and I know Phoebe has like one big goal in her life in the
Mhm.
United States, and that is to go to all of the presidential libraries.
Yes. Now,
And
then,
I remembered that.
now,
So,
now, how many people on this stream know how many presidential libraries there are that are part of the National Archives
I do not know that
Record
answer.
Administration?
I
Wait,
don't
know
know that, and like I find it weird that like you're not even American and you know that.
No, right? So I just want to say thank you to Kyle Brewer in the chat who just donated and then told everybody to share if they can't. But thank you so much. And hi, Mage Grey Wolf. How you doing?
Hey, Mage.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
So
but,
I gotta ask, how many presidential libraries are there? I would think there'd be 40. 46,
I
right?
clarify what I said. They are part of the National Archives Record Administration.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, come on, people. It's a number. You know how many presidents there are.
Also,
You were supposed
Okay,
It's
I'll
a
say-
number
It's eight.
between 0 and infinity.
No, it's a
No,
number
I feel like it
between
has to
0
be a number
and
between.
44.
It's a
37.
number between 0 and
Well,
infinity. I'm not
I
wrong.
was-
I can even
I
narrow
was
this
thinking
down.
Wait.
46 technically, but yeah.
I can narrow this down even more. It's a number between 0 and positive infinity.
Oh, 43. Is it 43?
37.
I'm gonna go with
Phoebe, are you gonna fucking
22
answer?
libraries. I'm 22 libraries.
Ben, you're up,
22
dude.
libraries.
Not gonna answer. My answer was the most specific.
We
Do you
still haven't
even
gotten
know,
it right. So
It is a number between 0 and
32.
positive infinity. I am right.
Also, the number cannot
5.
be 46 because there's only been 45 men who have been president.
okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
And they wouldn't have built the Romans yet.
Is the number greater than 0?
Yes.
Is it
Who's
less
seven?
than positive infinity?
Yes.
So I am correct in my answer.
Okay, have,
You are also wearing the results of
No.
a
I'm a
presidential
smart ass.
primary.
What do you expect from me and my corn hat?
17.
You're getting closer.
It's lower,
24.
that low.
No, wait, I already said that and you said no.
Someone in the chat said 13.
25.
That person in the chat gets a round of applause.
Yay!
Oh, see, I got close
There's
to 13
Jupit.
and then I just jumped.
That
Yeah.
was Jupit. Jupit got it right.
Go Jupit.
Yay,
I should have just said it
Jupit!
was my
He's so
Also-
fucking smart.
Also, we got another donation in the chat from someone named Dexter.
Dexter.
Okay.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
where have you hidden the body?
I'll take
Where's
it.
the body? Where's the body?
I'll
Where's the
take
body?
it.
No, it's
Thank
okay. 'Cause
you.
Dexter, only kills the bad people.
There's no
No.
T, it's just Dexter.
That's
Yeah,
up to
Dexter.
Are we saying it
$165
wrong?
Dexter
you
episode.
donated during your stream. Thank you.
I don't know how to
Sorry if I'm
pronounce
saying
it,
it
but
wrong.
thank you for your donation.
Are you watching
But
the new
yes.
Dexter?
But yes, getting back to presidential libraries because I'm obsessed with them.
Okay.
Which is
I
so
have-
fucking weird, but go ahead.
I have a goal in life to visit all of the presidential libraries which are run by the National Records Archives, National Archives and Records Administration of the United States. And there are 13 of them,
Leave
and
it
there
a
will
little
soon
bit.
be 14 of them, and there
Oh,
will
fuck
eventually
yes.
be 15
I
of them,
love
and
it.
potentially 16 of
That's
them,
awesome.
depending on how long the current guy decides he's going to, stay in office for, or whether, Father Time catches up and Dr. Death, taps him on the shoulder a few times, because we're still concerned about whether that's going to be a reality with President number 46, even though he's only man 45 to have held the office. So I have visited 2 in California, and I have visited 1 in the state of Michigan, and I have visited 1 in the state of Massachusetts. Now, without looking it up, anybody on the stream, can you guess any of those presidential libraries that I have visited? I have given you 4 locations.
Massachusetts is clearly Kennedy.
That's correct.
But for the story behind the hat was Angel. Angel had gotten it for me. It actually never. The only NASA stuff I've never had commercial stuff. I only had the stuff that I had when I worked there. I had my flight jacket and whatever. But for John's birthday, I bought him a NASA shirt, so I bought myself one too. Well, not the same one, but then so he ended up wearing what?
As a NASA woman, you would love the Kennedy Library.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's fabulous. It's fabulous. I'm currently working on a metal craft kit moonlander that I bought there.
Ooh, that's super cool.
But yes,
when I was-
Nana has got one of them. So there are 3 other people to guess 3 other presidential libraries without looking them up, because I know that's the thing that student Dr. Ben is probably doing right now.
I'm
yeah,
not.
cheating.
I'm not looking it up.
You said 2 in
Yeah,
California. Is one of them Reagan?
Yes, so that's Ronald Reagan. So
So
Minnow
it would be the
and
one Angel
Ben.
would want to flip off the most because he fucking hates Reagan.
So Minnow and Ben, you have
yeah,
California or Michigan.
I already had my mic drop moment for the night, so
Yeah, I know,
What,
but now
Roosevelt? Is there a Roosevelt
Nope.
one? No.
no. But now I'm pushing you because I'm an arsehole and I'm British.
Well,
I'm wearing a corn hat.
are they?
You're the result of a U.S.
How much have
presidential
you had to
caucus.
drink, Ben?
None. Well, actually, I've had it half a beer. I'm just
Okay.
being an asshole. That's really it.
Ben,
I'm
you
sober.
are you
I'm
are
just
the
being
you
an
are the
asshole.
results. You are the results of what happens when everybody has finished a U.S. presidential caucus in the state of Iowa.
I don't want to know that.
But yes, Minnow and Ben, you have a guess each.
While they
No
think
thanks.
about that, I got a question for you about presidential
Wait,
libraries.
Michigan?
Where's the
Ooh, yes, go ahead.
is the Lincoln Presidential Library in Springfield?
The, the Lincoln one
Wood
is an
Springfield.
odd one. He is a very odd character because his
This
library
is
is
one.
not an NARA library.
Oh, I didn't know.
Because some
that.
of them are NARA, some of them aren't NARA. His is in Springfield in Illinois, but it's run by the Lincoln Presidential Library and Museum Foundation, not the National Archives Record Administration.
Okay.
But there are plans for the National Archives Record Administration to begin taking over some of these ones which are running out of money, like the Lincoln one is running out of money.
Gotcha. I don't know how long I'm streaming.
We have
now.
gotten even more donations.
Yeah.
Good God.
I think you're on for an hour before purple, or is it 2 hours?
But what I
before?
will say is that if people are donating whilst I'm talking about US presidential libraries, you should check out what I did on Diana's stream on Sunday, where I picked up my copy of the United States Constitution and just started reading it. Literally, I just picked up the Constitution of the United States and just started reading it from the beginning. And then I read
that's
it.
Lord. Yeah.
Why do you hate yourself?
$220.
Yes.
So-
You
$220.
guys
Who
are
said-
awesome. Thank you so
Who
much.
said Ford?
I did.
Who's I? Someone stick their hand up.
Amanda.
Amanda.
So Amanda's got 2 now. But here's a question. Does anyone know what is unique about President Ford compared to every other president with a library museum?
President Ford's is in Missouri, isn't it?
No,
Michigan.
Michigan.
It's in Michigan.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
Oh, I'm thinking of Truman is in Missouri. So yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's the only president from Missouri, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yes. All I
So
can say
what-
is
what
that
is
Gerald
it,
Ford had an ego as big as me, if not bigger than me, because what he did was he has a separate library and a separate museum in 2 different locations.
B, you gonna do this with me?
Oh, bro.
Oh, that
Ben's
is
gonna be a
fucking
bad
nasty,
boy.
Ben.
Oh, now he shows up.
Ben,
I only got it because of B. I don't normally drink Fireball, but also
Ben.
here's the shot glass I got from my Secret Santa.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I
He
found
shows
a
up
shot
10
glass.
minutes before we're supposed to hand it over. Thank
Ben.
you.
Well, we can show up in purples too.
Ben,
What? Yes.
you have to
Um,
make
My
your
shot
guess.
glass.
I do have a little like.
I don't
blurb
want to. I just
thingy.
want to drink Fireball.
Oh,
I like that
Where's the
tiger.
blurb
Lord.
thingy?
Where's what?
Ben had asked me for a blurb thingy.
Oh, for Phoebe.
Clean enough.
Because Phoebe had asked me, and so I asked Savage.
Here,
Because-
will this work?
You know, because on my stream I'm gonna have a ticker along
Oh,
the bottom.
that didn't format at all. Never mind. Don't do that.
Who else is doing a shot with us? Just Ben and I.
I
Yeah.
don't drink, but
Yeah. I have.
Who wants to
Okay,
smoke
on
with
the
us?
I'll do
On
a
the
shot of
count of three.
nicotine with you.
On the count of
Who
3.
wants to smoke with us?
Hey,
Let's
hey,
get
gents.
the one-
On the
the
count
one
of 3.
that's
1,
Nice.
2, 3. Come on,
Go ahead, you bitch.
weirdos.
There you go. Yes, everybody, welcome, B.
Well, you have to tap the table first before you go up.
Thank you for coming.
What do you think
B.
I did? That was
I,
me.
I'm
Well,
not
one,
really
two,
an alcoholic.
three.
I just play one on YouTube.
You've been watching
He
Letterkenny?
just really likes Fireball.
I really
So
love
anyway.
Fireball.
I'm
So
gonna
Also, I'm
Everybody
wearing a
on-
corn hat.
Everybody on this stream is trans except for Minnow, who is married to a trans person.
The fuck did you call me? No, I'm kidding.
Wait, how dare you out me? How bloody dare you? Wait, there's a secret,
No
don't
idea.
you know? I told you and the internet in confidence not to share that.
You know what's funny, Amanda? This is gonna crack you up. Ready? I had people
Oh.
tell me that had just met me when I came out as being trans. They were like, "I already thought you were a dude." I'm like, "Man, I love you."
Yeah,
You
I'm
already
Don't
were,
tell me
dude.
that too.
Like the
I
best
think
thing you could ever say to me.
The
Yeah.
first stream I saw you on, I thought you were a guy. So
Yeah, you were
And I
one of
was
the people that told me.
yelled
that.
at
Right.
because I got it
we
wrong.
still
I
have
felt
we
bad.
still have an outstanding issue here.
Phoebe,
We-
no,
we-
no one cares about the
we-
presidential libriaries. Can we just have an open
Just
mic?
because you
stream?
don't, just because you don't care, doesn't mean that
No,
my
no,
ego
no.
and
No, we
I'm
mean
gonna push
nobody.
this.
I don't really
What do you
care.
mean nobody?
either.
That's
No,
what people.
Phoebe has already taken over enough of this stream with the presidential libraries, and B just showed up, and now it's bro time. So
Wait,
What's
also-
the
B,
last
okay.
state, please?
something else,
B.
something.
I have visited a presidential library in California. Can you guess which president it belongs to?
You know, I think you think I care. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like I should clarify a thing that
No,
was
I'm just
said.
teasing you, Phoebes. Ask the question again. Ask me again.
So I
Is
have
it
visited 4
Obama?
presidential libraries. One was in Massachusetts, which Amanda got. One was in California, which has been guessed, which was Ronald Reagan. And there's
I guessed
The
that one.
Lady of Honor is in the chat.
Oh,
Sorry. But, no, hey, we
Where
bring
is she?
in some money, love.
He's in the chat.
Okay. Lavender
Amanda using
lady.
OBS. I can't see the chat. God damn it. Why do we fancy?
So by the way, what is the total now? I gotta figure this out.
Phoebe, just
yeah.
tell us the last one.
Yeah, just tell
there is-
us.
It's,
$645. By the
how
way,
can I say this? How
That's
can I
our
say
total
this?
right now.
Yes.
He claimed not to be a crook, this guy.
Oh, Nixon.
Nixon.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
See, Ben, you did guess it.
There's
See, I got
also-
Ben to guess
Oh,
it.
is it Nixon?
There's
I got Ben
also
to guess it.
another very important event happening this weekend, but like after all these streams are done, and that is the Army versus Navy football game. So B
No.
and I will need to stream so we can talk shit
Excuse
about
me.
the
Okay,
Navy.
But
Excuse
there's
me.
another important thing that's happening in like 7 minutes, and that is that we are gonna
Yes.
like scoot over to Purple Stream.
Yeah, if somebody can put the chat in, but I have some fucking news, okay?
Okay.
I have like the biggest news I have like basically ever had. Next week on the 15th, I am going on PSF's channel and doing a show with motherfucking Sasha Sagan.
Oh,
That is
Oh,
my hero's daughter.
Okay, my
Score,
first thought
yeah.
was like, surely this can't be bigger
is
news than like
awesome.
when you had a kid. And
How
then
did
you
you-
said what it
oh,
is, and then I was like,
wait.
okay, yeah, it is.
How did you make that happen? How did that happen?
How did that
Give me
happen?
the breakdown.
Well, I did a show. I do PSF, the Promethean Secular Foundation,
Yeah.
is another channel. They have me on a lot for in my capacity as either an astrophysicist or a climate scientist.
yeah, I was on there recently.
Yeah, I was on this past week. We did. I was on as an astrophysicist for this one with a nuclear physicist and a quantum physicist talking about the Drake equation, which is for the probability of contacting intelligent life somewhere else in the universe. So we had that show this week, and they brought it up. And Wes, the awesome, amazing producer of that channel, who is a good friend of mine and knows me. I mean, look at my name. I went into science at first, astrophysics, because of Carl Sagan. John named me Pale Blue Mama because Sagan is my motherfucking hero, and so they invited me. So
That's fucking awesome. Good for you.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
really happy for you. I
Thank
mean,
you.
really. That's fucking awesome.
even Angel did this super cute little, because like he was sitting right next to me when I found out, and he did
Mhm.
this little glee dance. It was adorable.
Wes is
Hey,
so
can
cool.
I say something really quick?
Yeah,
I
I
okay.
think we should all do that little dance for Amanda. Everybody just do
Should
this
we
one.
contact Purple? Because I just clicked on her stream and it says live in 64 minutes, which I'm fine with, like
Yeah,
maybe another
I thought-
hour. But
I thought I was doing 2 hours, so
originally it was on the schedule for 2, and then I thought had said that she wanted more time. This was
Alright.
before that you were confirmed, Manda. But I think we just need to get in touch with her and.
I
and see.
texted her like 5 minutes ago. So
Okay.
we'll
okay.
just keep going until
Until she's ready.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a
Cool.
problem with keeping going, but yeah.
Awesome.
Why not?
Plus,
Awesome.
he just got here, so like
Yeah.
We'd like to
Exactly.
Yeah, we're hanging out.
You're right.
So
right.
anyway, we're gonna talk shit about the Navy this weekend because I know we have some people in the community who are Navy, but
squids.
but I am currently in the Army, so I by obligation am required to be Team Army. So we won last year, and I care nothing about football, but
Nope.
I really
Doesn't matter.
love shit talking. So
Yeah.
I will embrace this opportunity.
so
I will confirm that he absolutely does love shit talking. In fact,
love
to the
shit talking.
point where when Spackle and I were shit talking some people
We
in the
have
comments,
a whole Discord chat.
he
that's
straight up
just
was
shit
like, "We're
talking.
making a fucking Discord just to shit talk."
Well, considering my father was in the Navy, and we know how we feel about him, and my best friend is an Army man, paratrooper, was a paratrooper. I'm gonna go with Army. Go
Cool.
Army. Fuck the Navy.
Cool. So
Cool.
the
Yeah.
other thing, the funny thing here is, if you look up like the Navy's Instagram page is hilarious, especially with the Army Navy games. Like they're very serious in their memeage about these events, and it's hilarious. But last year, it was great because it's like a sibling relationship where like no one can pick on my sibling except for me. So the Navy will be like merciless and they're picking on the Army, but then
Yep.
some rando from the Canadian Army commented and was shit talking the American Army, and the Navy was like, "Nah, dude, no." it's like as soon as another country steps in, like we're on the same team.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like if it's just us, then like we're merciless. So that's
Yeah,
how it
yeah, right. Like, hey man, when have you ever heard of the Air Force being like, "I'm gonna kick your ass"? The Air Force is like,
Careful.
Air
I know, like, and I'm from Colorado
Air Force
Springs,
is
where
like,
the Air Force Academy is. I
"We'll
have lots of
try."
friends who graduated from the Air Force Academy, and we will give them shit. We will give them shit forever. And I know people
Fuck
have
yeah.
commented, like, I've had discussions, like, where I've shit talked other branches of the military, and people will step in and they're like, they'll get so
Force.
offended on their behalf, like, why are you so mean to the Air Force? I'm like, this is what we do. This is how we show
Hey,
love.
Ben.
It's like it is a sibling rivalry. Like I love people in the Air Force, but I have to pick on them, and they will pick on me back. That's just
Yeah,
how it
Ben.
goes.
no,
if I
it's a
don't love them,
rule,
I won't
man.
pick on them.
I say Ben and I have
Yeah, it's a
a
rule
video
though.
that's been
You're
there's an
supposed to pick on
unreleased
each
video.
other.
I say Ben and I have an unreleased video where we.
When's it
shit
gonna be released,
all-
Phoebe?
I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure if I can actually at the moment.
Oh.
B knows why. Because
Oh.
yeah,
Was there nudity?
Yeah, I know.
no.
Oh.
But where
Ben,
basically
where is
we
that?
basically where we take a large shit on Space Force.
Oh, fuck Space Force.
Oh my god, it's stupid. What's the point?
Who was I was talking to
The fucking
somebody
Air
about
Force
that
is
with last
anyway.
night.
Isn't NASA already our Space Force?
Isn't it? I mean, you have the Air Force and you have NASA. What the fuck do you
No.
need?
Space Force to me was always like Trump was sitting in his office. And
Yeah.
You ever see the way the Oval Office desk was? It was just completely clean. You've never seen a president's like that before, other than the phone. But there was always people
Well,
always
you
had
saw Bill
presidents
Clinton when he
had,
was wiping up after himself, but that was a different matter altogether.
Damn.
Well, like-
papers and books and shit. But I see him with like action figures. We did a typewriter.
Nice.
Sitting and playing, like because he's got nothing else to do because he never actually worked. And he's sitting there playing with his action figures, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm just like this guy." And it just dawns on him as like, "I'm gonna make my own military branch, and we're gonna go to space." It's fucking
Yeah.
Which is
ridiculous
actually
to me.
like really fucking stupid. Like, because we've all seen fucking Stargate. It's the fucking Air Force that goes to space.
Yeah.
It's already
no?
been established.
Yeah, the Air Force does that, and also, why do we need that many troops like for space right now? Like there aren't. I mean, the
No,
Air
I
Force
think
can
it's
handle the
like
cyber
off.
stuff enough.
Because
Like the
China
cyber
went to
stuff
the
goes to
moon,
Air Force.
so they're
Let
scared.
me,
Right.
let me pause everybody real quick. Minnow, did you check? I think we're another $100 up right now.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Oh my gosh, we are.
I know, right?
You guys are
That was one
fucking
donation.
Amazing. Thank
Oh
you
my
so
god.
much.
Thank you,
People.
everybody.
Thank you.
You know who you
Thank
are.
you so
Thank you.
much.
Julie,
This is-
I'm sure
Julie.
some that came from
Thank
you,
you.
not all. So thank you so much.
Thank
Seriously.
you.
Can I
Thank
say
you,
something
thank you,
real
thank
quick?
you.
And I know I'm wearing a corn
And
hat.
to meet
hat, but-
and
Yeah, I know I'm wearing a corn hat, but I say this in all seriousness. Like, Diana, if you're still watching this, and I hope that you are, like, we love you. We love you a lot. This community has your back. Like, you are somebody that we cannot imagine going on without.
Well,
Like,
she
you bring
wasn't
a lot of
here-
us. Yeah, you bring a lot of us together, and you are just such a light to all of us, and like we want you to be here as long as you will be. So like just know that we love you and we want you to be around for a very long time.
I want to add to that really quickly before everybody gets too crazy.
She's in the chat asking
you know,
why.
I came into this community different than who I truly was, and it was Diana was one of the people that I thought, man, she's so fucking brave. Look at she's she like her health's going downhill and she feels like shit and all this stuff's going on with her, and yet she's like, yep, this is me. And it really inspired me. It was her and Jenny Morgan and my child, and then Ben just fucking slammed the period at the end of the sentence, and I was like, that's it, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm gonna be me. But she was the first trans person I ever saw in the YouTube atheist community, and I just couldn't stop watching her. I went over there all the time and watched her.
So I don't think she was here when I said it earlier, but Diana, I was just mentioning how because of my own circumstances, I haven't done much streaming myself lately on my channel, but I have, a home with you and Kate every Sunday and Tuesday, and that's kind of been a nice anchor for me. So I wouldn't.
It's fun, isn't it?
Of course, Phoebe. I wouldn't be here without you. But I also want to talk about, like I said earlier, I have so many awesome trans people in my life. But I want to say one of the absolute greatest honors that I have ever had. It just means so much to me, and they mean so much to me. Sorry, Brie. Whichever one you want, is the high stool. Brie, I was one of the first.
Stool, yes.
I was one of the first people that Brie, came out to, and I have been there with her as long as as she's allowed me, and I've been part of this journey with her. And like I said, few honors as great as that being here for you. Truly, you're one of my best friends. I love you so fucking much. And the fact that you've let me be here with you for that. And, I love all of my trans family. You guys are amazing. But Brie, thank you for letting me be part of that, and for you being a part of my life. Truly. Thank you.
You've always been there for me, Amanda. So that's the least I can do is be there for you. So it's been wonderful being part of your life.
Okay, so we're not gonna cry now, but yes.
Stop! I'm on teen. I can't cry. Nope.
Nothing there. And Ben, listening to Ben's voice, oh my god, like the change in just a few months has been so fucking cool. And the fact and watching him like navigate his way as he deals with like transphobic asshole doctors, but then he goes to the next rotation and he's got people that love him and people that don't misgender him. And the fact that, like I've said this before, that is one of my heroes, because not only is he just this awesome, amazing, funny, brilliant guy, but doing this all in the middle of a fucking pandemic, getting his MD, or sorry, not MD, what is it?
DO.
Basically the same thing.
It's basically the same thing, but I just don't want to say the wrong thing. Fucking awesome. It just cannot, you really are amazing. B, who is one of my oldest friends in the community, is my brother from another mother, basically. I'm so happy to see him in love and just so joyful that, you deserve it. It's been too long that you've been, deprived of a good woman for you. So and then the Phoebe, who just like came barreling into my life. Everybody here who knows me knows I am not easy to warm up to.
No, really?
I don't like people usually. Yeah. Usually I'm not good with first impressions. I don't like people. And Phoebe and Ben, man, like just like right away I was like, I love these dumb motherfuckers.
Right,
You even got a
exactly.
postcard from Ireland from
I
me.
did. It was so the fucked up thing though was that at the time, because I was still living at the house, my father was like hoarding my mail, and she was asking me every day, and I kept looking for it, and he had hidden it because he's a dick. But it made me so happy. She sent it to me, an angel from Ireland, and I found out before Phoebe got engaged that she was doing that. And how excited she was, and we talked about the ring and the plan and everything. So like,
Yeah.
you know, I as shitty as my year has been, and fuck me has it been shitty. Like being able to be a part of this with you guys, your lives, and the happiness. Yeah, just thank you. Shut up.
Okay, I'm gonna say one thing real quick because I know Phoebe has something to say. I have always loved you, and I will always love you, and I will always be here for anybody in here whenever they need it. I don't know who the fuck's in the chat, but you know what I mean. Anybody. I love all you guys.
B.
Yeah, I love you too, sweetheart. I really do.
All right, Phoebe.
Sorry,
You've always
Phoebe.
been a big part of my life, so thank you.
So B already knows what I'm about to say here, and I don't know how to say this, but this could be very well one of the last streams that I'm on, because because as a lot of you know, I work at social services, and I work at social services in the UK, and the laws are different in the UK, whereas in the US, what I'm doing here would be protected, but in the UK, I can get sacked if I say the wrong thing. So tomorrow I have a meeting, not with a cat, but with my senior managers. But basically they're going to tell me what I can and cannot do online, if anything. So they're going to say to me certain things I can't do and certain things I can do. And they may turn around to me and say, you can't do any of it. So if that is the case, I'm going to enjoy this as much as I fucking can. And if you see me around again, I may not be as open as I was previously, because my job depends on it. And I can't not have this job. And it's very difficult for me to say that.
The UK's garbage.
I just want to, so you know, though, that even if you stream or not, we are not going anywhere. Or you're not going anywhere. You're our family, Phoebe.
I know.
So
I know that, but
no, I know. I'm not trying to downplay.
I could be told to stop doing my interview show, as an example.
Yeah.
I could be told to stop doing the stuff that I do with the ACA. I could be told to stop it all. But I haven't been told that yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because I haven't been told that yet, until I'm told that, I'm going to enjoy this.
Good.
So this is one of the last streams that I'm on. 5 of you here are wonderful humans. I've interviewed 3 of you. Don't know Savage, but you look like a wonderful person. And Amanda, you will forever be someone that I hold as a true friend in my life.
Well, we will pray to the imaginary Jesus that everything goes well for you in that interview.
Yes.
But it could go even more tits up, because as a number of you know,
Hail Bob.
Hail Bob.
Because as a number of you know, I have not the friendliest of pasts. I think everyone on this chat is fully aware of the past that I've got. And my employer is aware of that now. Because I have to fill this out as part of mandatory disclosure. And tomorrow they could sack me over it.
That's awful, but I really don't I don't think, I'm hoping at least. I mean, you are not that person anymore, Phoebe.
No.
So.
But as one of them said, it's the proximity you have to it.
Okay. What can we do for you now to make it better?
Fuck all.
I mean,
because it is later. It is later in my day today.
No,
so
I mean,
I just want to enjoy this stream with the 5 of you,
Well, I am wearing a corn hat, so.
You, as I have said repeatedly, you are wearing the results of an Iowa caucus.
But I
It's
also
It's
I
the
can
only hat that I have that will fit over my headphones. I
well I can also swap out my hat with this hat, which I'm gonna shill his stuff all I want, even though he's like, no, stop
Also,
shilling my
I
stuff.
have to ask something for the
Wait,
wonderful.
he who?
I
So,
love
okay.
that hat. Oh my god, I saw it on the thing.
Okay,
I asked
yes.
how much to fucking buy it. Like, my wife would look
So-
so fucking cute in that.
Yeah, so I met someone on Twitter. His name is Larry. He is a trans man. He has an Etsy where he crochets pride flags into hats and bears and blankets and stuff. And I invited him onto B's stream on Monday when we were talking about trans people and masculinity, and he showed up, and it was amazing. And I love Larry. He's
We'll
great.
Put his link in
But
the
also-
chat.
But
Please.
also buy his shit. I'll put his shop link in the chat. But everybody order a hat from Larry, okay?
Oh, I
Just gonna
think
say that.
there was a Larry
I'm
in
gonna
here
send
earlier.
the link to my wife and see if she likes it.
Does he make buy ones?
Because
Yeah, he has like a bunch of different pride flags.
yeah,
Oh, you're muted, B. That's why.
because you had a
Also-
cat.
There's also a Pride
was a cat, I
Cthulhu
know.
and like a unicorn hat and like a
Ooh.
teddy bear and a mermaid. There's
He
lots
had
of
one
stuff.
where he actually
Yeah, definitely.
crocheted the word pride
Oh,
into the
there it
hat
is.
in rainbow. Like, that was so fucking cool.
I put it in the private chat. I'm gonna put it in the
He
public
He
did a
just,
chat.
big
he just said, "Hey, I'm
He's in
that
the
guy."
chat.
Also,
Yeah, Larry's in the
Smith.
chat.
Nice to meet
Yeah.
you. I hope you subbed to my
That's
channel.
Larry. Larry's great. He's also an atheist and
Yes.
used to have a YouTube channel, and I guess maybe he's gonna start up that YouTube channel again. But
And
yeah,
he's
no,
gay.
Larry's great. We love Larry.
We love your
So
hat.
what you got, B?
Only
I
12
said,
bucks.
and he's gay. He's
No, I
just
mean I
straight all
thought
the
you
way
wanted to
around.
say something.
Oh yeah, and he's gay.
Well, okay.
And his
Everybody
hat's
that-
only 12 bucks.
everybody that's here that
That's really
like
affordable.
showed up for Diana but doesn't know who I am. If can I show my channel real quick or like who I am?
Go
Yeah.
for it.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm Amanda. I'm Pale Blue Mama. I'm a climate science. Well, I have degrees in astrophysics and climate science. I'm a climate scientist. I do usually more. I've had a rough few months. That doesn't matter. But normally I do streams on Sundays where I interview people in the community about basically
You should
whatever.
check out
they
the interview
want.
that I did with Amanda.
Yes. I did an interview with Phoebe because Phoebe used to be a climate denier. So we kind of played that out a little bit. It's a lot. It was a lot of fun, actually.
And here's the thing, though: people in the chat turned up after we had told them what was happening, and thought I was being serious.
Mm-hmm. It was fucking brilliant. It was. I wanted to punch her a little bit, but yeah, I had a lot of fun.
She
and
played
so
it
I also
straight
do-
faced the whole time. It was amazing.
There was a point where I couldn't do it
imagine
any
that. I have to
further.
go back and see it. I have to go back and watch video of it because I'm imagining it in my head, and it's like I'm sure it is just as great as I'm imagining.
Mm-hmm. It was.
Bingo.
And I do some edited videos. I was trying to do more of like sciencey stuff, mostly climate. And usually you can also find me on the goddamn podcast on Tuesdays at 10 p.m. Eastern with Dark Matter and Peaches. Which is what and then Lavender Ladies channel on Sundays and Tuesdays as well with Kate. Diana
I,
Kate.
I have to laugh at the ox in the chat laughing at can I show my channel on your own channel?
Well, because it's not like this is my channel, yes, but it's not my show. Like this is for Diana.
This is a takeover of
Aw.
Amanda's channel hosted by Manda.
Very sweet.
Something like that. Actually, why don't we do that anyway? Everybody show their stuff. I'm gonna go grab some more coffee. But Bree, why don't we start with you? Tell us about you and your channel, real quick.
Oh
I'll be
yeah,
back.
Brainbug is my channel, and I talk about science and bugs and animals, and also do some fun busting cryptozoology stuff, and we look
You
at
can go to
Conservapedia and do all kinds of silly stuff. It's on Saturday mornings, and then we talk about science too. So Saturday mornings at it's 9:30 Central Time. So what is it? 10:30 Eastern. Yeah. Ben.
Well, it looks
Ben.
like B wants to go next.
Oh, B
Actually.
wants to go next.
I want to
Yeah,
go next.
B can go next. I had to grab a peepus.
Okay.
Peepus.
Well, let's all go to Icon while the next person chills their shit,
Why would you do that?
so that
Because
we
we're
can
like
all
that.
focus on the person
Okay,
who's chilling their shit.
all
Now
right.
chill your shit.
Touche. Okay, so
Touche.
Mondays and Wednesdays, 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time, 5:45 Pacific, and that's very specific.
It is.
I go on and do different shit. Wednesday's always open mic. Monday we sometimes do an open mic. Sometimes we do a topic. I have recently changed my Monday stream to trans guys, and I'm gonna try to find as many as I can out there because Ben said to me one day, "There's me and you, and the rest of them are all trans women," and I was like, "Oh my God, you're right." So.
You're not wrong. There's a few.
So-
There's a few.
So we're gonna try that, yeah, but just not in our little tight knit area. So we're trying to draw more in that are great, and so we were really lucky to find the ones we have recently. And I got some other people that are interested. So
I think there are
I'll
a
be
couple
pulling
in
them
my
in over
audience.
into
So,
the community
if there's
slowly.
any of my audience members watching who are not following Mr. B, please go check out his channel. B, no,
Aw.
just B.
Thanks, honey. That's my niece. Anyways, yeah, and then I'm just gonna go right into what I do on Friday nights. Sometimes I'm on the chill, sometimes I'm not. Depends on if I'm busy or not. And then right after that, I go to Student Dr. Ben's channel.
Is that you're passing it off to me?
Yeah, man. Let's pass it off with Beers and Bros.
Yeah.
Or trivia or whatever we're doing.
Yeah, so we do like a Beers and Bros hangout / trivia night every Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on my Twitch. And then I'll talk about the rest of my channel. So I'm a student Dr. Ben. I do medical streams, talk about medicine and social issues, especially trans issues. I did a series on abortion. I also am doing a series on epidemiology right now. I have a live show called Medical Myths, which is on Saturdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I had the lovely Bree on my channel before. Bree was my first episode, and then I had Phoebe on my channel as well. I'm going to get B and Manda on eventually when I think of some more topics that'd be great for them. This week, I'm doing one on oxygen and oxygen toxicity and why oxygen isn't beneficial for everybody. So definitely go watch that. I'm also doing, I guess I'll show both of my streams for this lovely 24-hour event. So I'm on twice. So I'll be on from 7 to 9 a.m. Eastern Time. So really early in the morning for me. I will be on Twitch for that with, I think B is going to join me for like an early morning like chat and like coffee time, I guess.
I'll probably stop by if you got spots available.
Yeah, you can come on. I didn't have anything super planned, but we'll chat and hang out. And then at the end of that, B will also be on with me from, I think it's from 9 to 11 Eastern Time. We're going to do...
Before that,
Oh,
who's
yeah.
on?
And then B's on before that. So that B's going to do... Are you doing an open mic or what are you doing for that?
Yeah, I was just gonna do an open mic. I don't know what everybody else is doing. I don't have time to plan shit, man. I'm busy.
Okay, well, B's doing an open mic because he usually does open mics. And then after that, we are hosting on YouTube. Normally, my trivias are on Twitch, but this time it's going to be on YouTube because I'm going to try to have both audiences there, at least for one of my streams. It's going to be World Religions Trivia. So we're going to see which atheist knows the most about all world religions. So we're not just focusing on the Abrahamic religions. Like, you got to know your Eastern religions too, and your Latin American religions, because they will be present. And whoever wins that will get an actual prize.
I told you, Josh confirmed, right? Let's tell you.
Yeah,
that.
you did.
Okay.
You did.
Cool.
Awesome. So there's my channel.
Who's next?
B, you got an
Phoebe?
icon.
Phoebe, you want to go?
So, as I've said previously, I don't know how much longer this is going to be a thing, but assuming that it is going to be a thing, I am the wonderful host of Transition Stories, where I interview non-cisgendered people about gender identity, and what it means to them, and their lives and their stories. And I have had Bree, Ben, and B on the show. So if you're named negative B, there's a good chance you're going to get on my show if you are a non-cisgendered person. And also, if you're one of those wonderful trans men that's floating around, B at the moment, you may end up with me coming along going, would you like to come on my show? Because, as I have been told by Ben on a number of occasions, I do try my very best to include as many and as wide a spectrum as possible, because guess what? Trans people and non-cisgender people don't just look like me. They look like other people as well. And I try to give that as a good overview and impression of what is going on in the world. And if we can all learn from each other, that would be wonderful. You may also find me if you call into a show on Saturday nights on the line as the person you're speaking to at the other end of the phone, because I'm one of the call screeners on that show. You may also see me popping up occasionally on some Atheist Community of Austin broadcast. Like, I strongly recommend that everybody checks out their end of year quiz. Hint, 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 hint. Somebody makes it to the final that's on this stream. Hint, 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 hint. But I didn't just say that out loud, so hint, 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 hint. But yes.
Okay.
That is.
I was reading the side chat. Did I miss something that was directed at me?
Why did you tell B to Icon? Phoebe.
Because he had his face on while
Because
Bree was showing
earlier,
their channel.
earlier Bree was shilling, and then B did not have their camera switched off. So Savage said to B, go to Icon. I don't think B heard it, so I wrote it.
Okay, I didn't know we couldn't have our faces on the screen while other people shill. Sorry.
It wasn't a rule, it was just a thing.
I just thought it would be nice. That's all.
Wait.
I didn't know it was a thing either. It's fine. It's cool.
But yes, that's what I like to do. And you will occasionally see me floating around on wonderful other channels, like I've been on Medical Myths, where I spent, a good... If you want to watch all 3 hours of Ben and I destroying the Enneagram, you feel free to do so. If you want to see me go into my roleplay about what I used to be like as a climate, then I go and watch that on Man's channel. And if you want some of the heftier, heavy stuff, you can find me on the Beyond Barriers podcast. You can find me on the Grumpy Old Dudes podcast, where I talk about my former time as a member of the English Defence League, an ethno-nationalist group in the United Kingdom, which I am no longer a part of, and I'm glad to no longer be a part of that. So,
Yes.
there we go.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Thank you. Just a real quick. Everybody can go back. When did this stream start? Like, when did the 24 hours start? Minnow?
You started it.
Oh, I started it. So
Yep.
You are.
what is our total?
Well, there were a few donations beforehand, but let's see. We are at 151 cups of coffee at $5 each. That's another increase. We're at 755 cups of coffee, or
And we're only in the
$755.
first stream.
Woo-hoo!
We're
Oh,
only-
wow.
An hour and a half. So
Thanks,
I might
only
vote next year's
first stream too.
Fucking
So,
awesome.
yes,
Yeah.
everybody. Thank
So
you.
thank you, thank you,
so
thank
We
much.
you.
love our
Thank
lavender
you all
lady.
so very much.
We do.
We love you, Diana.
Yes.
But what I am going to do, though, because it is 3:30 in the morning here, and as much as I want to stay for the final half an hour, I cannot, because my brain is going asleep here. So to everybody on this stream and everybody that has been tuning into this stream, it's been a pleasure. If it's just the last one that I'm on, then that'll be that. And if I'm back, then you know how my meeting with my employer went. So I shall bow out now, and I shall leave the 5 of you Americans on bizarre time zones that don't make much sense to do what you do.
This is usually my sleepy time, but you know what? I'll do anything for Diana.
But yes, I will make sure, no matter what, that if it needs be, the final thing that I will do will be to interview Diana, and I will enjoy it. And my employer can do what they like. So everybody,
Thank you so much for
Thank you.
coming. I love you, and no matter what happens, you're
I
stuck
love you,
with me.
Phoebe.
So, thank you
Bye.
seriously for coming. I really appreciate
Love
it.
you, Phoebes. Damn it, I was muted. I missed my opportunity.
You know,
Hey!
Stool.
Hi, Stool.
Hey, Stool.
Four
Stool.
legs would be more stable. I'm just saying, bro.
Only
Diane-
6 spots on this
Have we
stream,
finished
sorry.
with all the gushy stuff now?
No, let me just tell Diana if she says that shit again in my chat, I'm gonna fucking ban her.
Well, you know, Stool,
So-
half of us are high, so it's probably gonna be a little gushy for a while. If you can't hang, man,
Yeah.
just
Stool.
tuck and walk, man.
Stool, for Diana, can you sing your lovely musical number?
Oh no, I haven't got beer.
So?
Okay,
I
well,
only-
Stool wrote a musical on Catnip's stream a while back, and it was the best thing I've ever heard in my life. And
I'm in,
I
let's
just
do
need
it.
to spread your musical to the world.
Ben is so easily pleased. You're gonna get in trouble, young man.
I was just
I think
telling
Stool is funny. Okay, I love Stool.
I was just telling Manda that we needed more singing on her channel earlier. I said we should
Oh,
do karaoke, and then Stool shows up here to sing for us, and that's amazing.
Stool wrote a musical called
Yeah,
Emu
let's-
Sperm.
I'll allow-
Stool adds like a
Stool.
certain zest to every stream he's on.
Emu
That was a
sperm.
polite word. Thank you.
Can I?
No, 'cause I
I
love
want to
you,
share
bro.
my screen with Stool's video. I want this to happen, please.
It's all,
Ben is
on
Ben is
break.
my stalker.
Did everybody
am.
chill, by the way? Did everybody get a chance to chill? What? Because I was
Except
out
for
for a second.
Savage Minnow didn't.
Okay. Well, she stepped out. But for everybody in the chat, and if you haven't met, this is Staple Milking Stool. He is our kind of creepy British uncle.
We couldn't continue on without a Brett, so yeah.
No, seriously, Stool is a curmudgeon on the outside, but he has a heart of gold, and we love him very much. So.
Okay, I'm gonna share this video because it's my favorite. Also, it says Dr. Ben's lengthy rhubarb, which was a trend for a while, I guess. It's weird. It's Stool.
But I want to sing Emu Sperm.
Oh my god. Why is this a musical now?
I miss the emu sperm. The emu sperm.
I didn't miss you.
Bolt's gonna play the character named Emu Sperm.
I didn't miss you.
I will play the gardener.
That's always a wise move.
So that's what happened. That is the musical that Stool wrote. On
You are
Catnip
such a
Stream.
weird little freak, Ben. You
Okay,
really are.
so Stool will say stuff like that and then be like, "I'm not weird." Like he'll show up on Twitter and be like, "I want to see your tomatoes," and then be like, "I'm not weird."
Hey, guys, our guest of honor is in the back room. Does anybody want to drop out? Because I only got 6
I
spots.
know.
I can go.
You're still muted, B. And so is Savage. Okay.
Okay, be left.
Savage, you're B. Hope you come back. Hi,
Hey,
Yo.
kids. I didn't mean to kick anybody out. I thought you could have 10, no?
Not on
Forget
this one.
about
I'm
it.
sorry.
Yay! I'll do what you do. Yay! That's what every time
I-
anybody comes on Diana's
Moo.
channel, that's what she does.
I
Moo.
just want to tell you guys that I don't deserve this. You know that, right?
Fucking kick her.
Shut up.
Fucking kick her.
And stole you and your pipes, your golden dulcet tones. Oh, God.
I set an
Diana.
alarm for this, Diana, would you believe? I actually
it's
set
just-
an alarm in case I was asleep because you've got to remember that
Aw.
here in normal land, it's like, what time is it? 3:30 a.m. So
Normal.
I've even taken my hat off.
How cold is
Somebody
it?
is less than pleased with being picked up.
Tell us how you're feeling, how you're doing, Diana.
Well, I just woke up about halfway through the stream. I think I got up about 9:30 or something like that. And I'm getting by as far as that goes. I mean, lately I've been having terrific headaches, and I think it has something to do with my neck rather than my kidneys. But I just took a couple of Tylenol, and we'll see if that helps. And other than that, I'm going to be in hospital on the 13th because they're going to change out this damn port again. It'll be the fourth one.
I'm
And
sorry.
this is
That's
since
rough.
June, four of these little surgeries in 6 months.
But you're kind enough to stream with us while you're in the hospital every time.
Yeah, what the hell, right?
She keeps us up to date.
Yeah, keep you guys up to date and everything, really. I don't know. This is just. I'm of mixed feelings.
Well, we don't, so it don't matter. Like, legitimately, okay. So here's the thing. First of all, I want to say hi to Knock and Gary, who just showed up in the chat. Knock, I haven't seen you around in a while. I don't know if you know what's going on in my life. It's fucked up. I know you've been going through a lot, but I miss you, pal. And Gary, who is just the awesomest, one of the greatest Australians that I know, and is always very supportive, and even came. So very few people come and watch the goddamn podcast because it's just not part of, I don't know, it's something me and Dark Matter do on another channel.
Yeah, I was watching a little bit of that, and I unfortunately fell asleep.
It's really late, but that's okay. I appreciate it. But I'm just saying, like, not many people in our community ever come. But Gary showed up the first night that he found out about it and subbed, like, got a channel membership. That was also the night that John and I got really fucking drunk on the podcast. Neither of us drank, so it was really funny. But yeah, so really love you guys, and yeah, we absolutely must catch up. Knock. So thank you guys both for coming. But so Diana, when it got, I don't even remember how many months ago it was that Diana was getting pretty sick to the point where, like, I mean, she was white as a ghost and she could barely stay awake and she was in so much pain and she knew she needed to go to the hospital, but she just didn't want to do it. I don't care. I just want to die. And, it's too much effort. And admittedly, because of our fucked up healthcare system in this country, there were obstacles to getting things done for her, including just taking care of her cats, which Perps, by the way, thank you so much. Purple Rhymes with Orange came down and took care of Diana's cats when she first moved.
Perp is an absolute fucking gem. I mean,
Yes.
She's beautiful. Not everybody in the world is going to drive 19 hours just to look in on this piece of shit over here.
Yeah, Perps. Is she here? Oh no,
is she?
Hi. Oh yeah, she is. Hi, Purple.
Hey.
If Purple's car was better, she would. I guarantee I would have had to stop her from coming to help me. So Purple is absolutely amazing, and we love her so very much. But yeah, no, it took a lot to get Diana to actually initiate and go get some medical care and get the help, that
I
she
still
needed.
think it was a mistake.
Shut the fuck up, Diana. You're lucky. If Kate was here, she'd be kicking your ass.
We have this wonderful relationship, don't we?
Everybody knows Kate, but Bionic Dance, who, Diana and Kate are besties. And, but Kate basically had to say, do it or fuck off. And that was, I think, what finally kicked your ass enough to get you there.
If
it worked, it worked.
Because of that, yes, I did.
So, yeah, you guys go ahead and play. But we're glad that you did. And trust me, if you guys, I don't know how many of you were, around and paying attention at the time, but I know as much as it sucks now and you're in pain and going back and forth to the dialysis is exhausting and whatnot. But compared to where you were, Diana, you are a breath of fresh air. So I am glad that you were at least on your way and you're doing something as opposed to nothing and dying in front of our eyes, which was really fucked up for you to do to us. So don't do that again. Just let us help you and, keep
Well, I'm
getting
going to be
better.
honest with you, honey. It's not easy because you basically live at dialysis. I mean, you live for dialysis. That is what your life is. It's 4 hours in the recliner every other day, basically. 3 times a week, and you're on a first name basis with everybody there, and um,
Yeah. And
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 it's
you're alive, you know?
well, you and I have some different ideas about that. I understand. Yes.
Do we? Because, Diana, come on. Seriously. Who are you talking to? So,
I mean, I
Can
know
I,
that you've got
Manda?
your day as well. One of those deals, and I don't know how the fuck you do it.
Manda,
I don't. Stool, yes.
can I do my gushy gushy,
Mm-hmm.
please?
Go ahead.
Now that she's here, there are a few proper people that I listen to. I don't mean you weird fuckers on the YouTubes. Why is Dr. Ben playing his stupid game? That's really rude. Oi, Dr. Ben, you twat. Stop that.
I know you hate my game, Stool. You can deal
Who
with it.
comes on a stream and plays a fucking game? Grow up. You'll never be a proper doctor. Come on, get your act together. There are a couple of normal people that I listen to on proper podcasts from proper people that I enjoy in my shit life that some of you know about. But I always also make a point of trying my best to tune into Diana on a Sunday when she's doing all this with Kate, because it's nice.
You're a
It's
sick
just
man, Stool.
I am very sick. This is true.
Thank you for coming, Gary. Sorry.
I've got an appointment with Dr. Ben to give me a prostate exam.
Oh, no.
I'm
Oh
still
my God.
waiting.
Your prostate exam.
I
No
had
big
to
deal.
examine someone's butthole today, okay? I did.
That's not a bragging thing. Shut up. So, one of the little highlights of my sad life is my Sunday listening pleasure, listening to Diana and Kate talk absolute shite for about 5 hours. So,
At least.
yay.
Yeah, I think we did 6 hours on Tuesday, and Strike gave me a little bit of a hard time back in the day when he was still with us, because we used to do movie night together, and we would go for 8 or 9 hours at times. And he sees my program, and he's, "What are you trying to compete with me?" Because he was the one who did the long shows, and then here I am coming up almost as long as his shows were. And that was one of my favorite shows of all time, by the way. I will always remember when I had Cy Strike on my channel back when I was doing interviews, and he was an absolute gem. I really miss him.
I know.
He was the one who drove to Pittsburgh from Asbury Park just to take me to the hospital for a test I had to have. Because I had mentioned, yeah, I had to have this test. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to get there. He said, "Okay, I'll take you." I said, "Jeff, you're in New Jersey. I'm in Pennsylvania." I said, "Yeah, I know. Where do you want me?" This is what Jeff was. This is what he was like. And the 5 hour phone calls, like, you know about those, right? We'd be on the phone all fucking day. And I have no idea what he saw in me.
Stop,
I don't know what you
Diana.
guys see in me.
Seriously, fucking stop. Please. Stop.
I don't
I'll hear it
understand
for you.
it.
No, I don't want to hear it. I'm so tired of that. And Kate would tell you the same thing. Just please stop. It's my channel. I said stop. So no.
Oh, I don't know where I was going with all of this, but
You were saying thank you. I love you all.
I want to thank every one of you. I do. You guys are just too good to me. You really are. I don't know why, but Thank you. And one thing I did say earlier today on this group that we have on Twitter, I'd like, if it's at all possible, that once we get everything done with me, this lives beyond me. If we could somehow work out a way to extend a hand to other people who are in a position like this, I'd be very, very happy to chip in with that and everything. So let's just talk about that someday once we get everything taken care of. Okay.
We're all here for each other. You know, at the end of the day, what are we here for at all if not for to be with each other, to be there for each other? So don't be daft. We love you. So your gush was lacking. You know anything else?
That's all you're getting.
Okay. Well, you want to show for
Wow.
yourself?
No,
Mm-hmm.
no, because I'm not selfish and self-centered like you people.
You're a sick man, Stool.
I don't know if Purple is still in the chat. If you could throw your link in. If not, if someone else could find Purple's link, she's on in 16 minutes on her channel. And you're still muted, Minnow, so. Nope.
You're broken, honey.
Yeah, we still can't hear you. And did Bree come back yet?
I see it just at icon.
That's all right.
Yeah, I guess not.
Had to run for a second. But well then, okay. How about?
I'm here. Sorry. Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Hey, sweetie.
So I know Savage wanted to share something too.
Yeah,
There
I
was
think
one
I
comment.
think she just left so she could fix her audio. And then hopefully.
Oh, she also left to get on the game server that I'm currently on because
What are you playing anyway?
DC Universe Online.
Yeah, gotcha.
You're such a child.
Can you?
You're just jealous, Tool. Yeah, we can hear
I
you.
love you.
Okay.
I
I did
do.
put the link to Purple's her stream in the chat. I can't see it anymore because I backed out and I'm back in. But
Yeah, she's here. She put it. Thank you, Purple. Thanks, Purps.
Yeah, I saw
yes.
that. Thank you. I just went over there.
sorry, I had too many windows open.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Bree, is there anything aside from the normal Sunday shows coming up for you?
Saturday shows. But
Saturday shows. You know what? I'm there Saturdays.
I'm gonna be doing the perspective on the 28th. That's the next thing I'm doing. So I got a little reprieve from doing stuff elsewhere for the time being. I know Ben's gonna be on the perspective.
I forgot to announce that I'm going to be on the perspective on the 21st.
Very cool. Make sure you guys remind us in my Twitter group, by the way, so that we remember. Looking forward to it.
It's been a little bit.
What about you, Ben?
I mean, I pretty much announced all my stuff, but yeah, I forgot to say that I'm going to be on the perspective on the 21st. So.
Okay. Any big plans for Christmas? Anybody?
Yeah, just me and the cat.
Just you and the cat.
Going back home. So.
Ooh, how do you feel about that?
I'm gonna have to come out to my family.
They don't know.
They don't know.
They don't know I'm trans. I've already come out to them as gay and atheist, so like probably the hardest things already to come out to them as.
Maybe.
But yeah, I mean they're gonna find out I'm trans. Like I can't hide this voice from them. So.
Yeah.
But the fun thing is I'm not dependent on them for anything. So if
That's
they
a
don't
good
like
thing.
it, I have other places to go. Like I don't need them.
Well,
That's the best thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we're you guys are my family. So I have.
Yeah, and I have
Only
plenty of
having
other
good-
friends in Colorado too that I can spend time with. So if my family doesn't want to be around me, then that's fine. I have other people I want to see there. So I'm not losing anything by going back.
It's interesting that you
Hopefully.
said that you've got the hardest part behind you, hon. With me, coming out as atheist was nowhere near as bad as coming out as trans. I mean, they put up with me being atheist and would just use it to complain at me about it. But as soon as they said, "Hey, I'm a girl," it was bye. So it's interesting that you are on the other side of that coin.
Yeah, well, my family's extremely religious. Like, I'm pretty much a pastor's kid, so like being atheist is the worst thing I could be to them,
Gotcha.
and they already know that.
Can I want to read Knox's comment. He said, Diana has always been an inspiration for me. We've only been in a couple rooms together, but her kindness and her friendship have touched me. I expect people to be put off by me, and that Lavender never was. So
You're a sick man, Knox.
that's really beautiful, Knox. Thank you so much.
Thank you, honey.
saying
Thank
that.
you extremely very much.
I'm hoping that, like, you know, maybe we could do something, some streaming together over the holidays, because like Angel and I are a little adrift right now. Like, especially we can't, we don't even have like decorations or a tree. I don't really know how much I can even get for him for Christmas, and it's literally just me and him. I wish I could do like the Santa thing, the Secret Santa thing, but I'm barely eating right now.
Well, hang on, hon. Are you saying that maybe, cross the fingers, you might have a place in January? What's happening?
Yeah, hopefully, but it's still like.
I know that's not even the beginning of it. I know, but that would be one good big step.
Every tiny little break that we think we get knocked back on our ass. It's just been. Sorry, again, this is not about me, but I'm just saying I hope that that, like, as a community, as you guys, my family, it would be nice, not just for me, but for Angel too, to spend some time together for Christmas and whatnot, because this sucks. Like, it's I wish we could just even have like a tree or something. I'm glad we're not like in a domestic violence shelter anymore. I'm glad that we have that and we got our puppo back. But anyway, so yeah, I'm sure that we'll be able to spend some time together. Hopefully, Diana and Kate and me and Bree and Critical Cripple and everybody. Hopefully, we can, because I can't hold on like this much longer.
Oh, Manda.
Yes.
Manda, I'll play with you at Christmas.
I expected you to. That was a given, Stool.
Because my life is also shit, but mine's shitter than yours. Let's have a competition on Christmas Day to see whose life is the most shit. Diana, you're not allowed to play.
You're a sick man, Stool.
Yeah, I had a day about a month ago. It was a fucking just horrible day. I was losing my mind, and this fucking Brit bastard waited up late at night, because it was like, it had to be after 8 my time, so it had to be after 1 in the morning for him. Waited for me to get back to the hotel and just sat around and hung out on StreamYard with me and Angel, because he's just a good guy. As much as he wants you to think he's a bastard, and he is, he's also a good guy. So thank you, Stool, for that.
All you lovely people out there, the first time you encounter Stool, you just sit there and it's like, who is this guy?
I've just had an idea. I've had a sexy idea, Amanda. Don't worry, it's not about your bosoms. Listen, wow, bloody hell. I didn't know you could do that. Whoa, I've totally lost where I was going now. What was it? Oh, yeah.
You were talking about Amanda's tits.
I was not. I'm a
That's
gentleman.
how I remember
I'm British.
it.
No, I'm British. I don't do such things.
Okay.
Also, because I'm British, we're not allowed to look at them. I don't understand the new COVID rules that have come into effect or that start today. I don't think we're allowed to look at bosoms.
Is that right?
I think that's a rule, yeah.
Okay.
I will shill something, and I don't usually do this because I'm not a selfish arse like you people. But Manda mentioned Christmas, so I'm just going to say check out my Amazon wish list. Because there are some things that I do fucking need. Not sexy stuff, but kind of stuff I need to just survive, kind of stuff. So have a look.
Hey, sweetie, put the link in the side chat, would you?
Oh, somebody else will do it.
The link for what?
For Stool's wish list.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do that. I think Stool, you're a mod anyway, so you can.
I'm not typing it. I can't be asked. I've not
You
come
don't
here
have to
to
type
work.
it. You copy and motherfucking paste whatever. Anyway,
Look,
if you give a shit, like
There's a thing. There's
I
a thing
typed
on
all
the
this
screen.
shit
yeah,
while we were doing this, so
Duel.
$830.
yeah.
Jesus Christ, what's wrong with you people?
Shut up.
We love you, Diana. Let us love you. Okay, and with that, I propose. Okay, so we have some musical people in the group right now. So we've
Hold on.
got Stool who can
I
sing
didn't
the
get to
Emu
say what I'm
Theme
gonna
song.
do for my stream. You guys all went, and I didn't get
Okay,
to go.
fine. Yeah, you can say your thing.
Because here's the thing: is I've kind of been hiding my shirt because I feel like I need to explain that it's Jimmy Snow merch, but I'm gonna be doing Jimmy Snow reactions for my.
I was gonna say like. I'm pretty sure the first time I ever saw you was you did a show about
Jimmy and I used to be buddies, like actual friends, like actual friends.
Oh, I didn't
yeah.
know that.
And yeah, I got fucked over like everyone else, and it kind of fucked up my whole like mindset. And I started doing Jimmy reactions like shortly after that, and that's how I went from like 200 followers like 500 subscribers. But I realized that it was like a bit of an emotional toil. I think some people on this panel might understand how that goes when it's like, oh my gosh, just because there was so much that went into it. But I am at a place now where I think that I can do some Jimmy reactions without it being too much of an emotional toil on me. And like I said, I will do anything for you, Miss Diana.
Look, she's even looking in the right
There's something
direction.
seriously wrong
Now
with
that's
you.
some fucking talent. Yeah, Jimmy Snow.
So yeah, I'm doing that, and I'm also going back to my roots and doing some crafting, and yeah, that's what my viewers voted for. So that's what we've got in store. But that's also why I'm wearing Jimmy Snow merch. It's not like I'm a Jimmy Snow supporter anymore. Sorry, Amanda, I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's a whole interesting thing. Yeah, that what happened with Jimmy and everything. But oh well. What are you gonna do?
I don't pay much attention to that character. I'm assuming that you've now all decided that he's a bit of a penis. Is that correct?
I've always known he was that. So no offense.
Yeah,
I'm
Amanda
always
was wiser than the rest of us.
To be fair, I'm
About
always
people,
the first.
I get reactions, and it'll be like a year later, and everybody will be like, "Oh yeah, that person really sucks," and I'm like, "Fucking told you."
I was just going to say the same thing, except I get there before you, Manda, because I never liked that penis. And
Well,
I've never
neither
said
did
that
she.
before.
Neither did I.
Neither did she. Yeah.
There's somebody in the chat that I want to shout out real quick. Aunt Jer, who without I might have lost my dog, because when my son and I had to escape our domestic violence situation, and it was kind of a sudden thing for our own safety. We didn't have a place to land, and like we stayed in a hotel for a little bit, but obviously that's expensive. And so like Aunt Jer found a way, for people in domestic violence situations, a program that will take in and foster your dog or your pet, our dog. And like it was rough. Like we were without her for a month, and that was really hard. But if we had lost her, man, it would have been awful. I didn't even know that there was such a thing, and plus Andre was just always there for me, and she's talked me through some shit, especially like the day that Angel and I were escaping. Yeah, it just seriously, thank you. And yeah, we got about 3 minutes left till we run over to Perps. So any last words, anybody, before we're off?
I love you, Diana. We will do anything.
We all
for
love you, Diana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I worry about you people. I really do. Thank you.
Just stick around and keep worrying. As long as you're still here, you can worry all you want.
Yes, exactly.
Obviously, I want to thank Brainbug again for producing and joining me. I wasn't super sure. I had planned originally for something else for tonight. I was going to do a version of the goddamn podcast, but John is just with his animation was super busy, and then I got caught up in my own bullshit. And last minute, I was like, "Oh, Bree, can you come help for this?" And of course she did, because they're amazing. Sorry. So thank you, Bree. Like I said before, for everything. I love you.
Thank you so much for having me. Yeah, this has been. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for coming. Welcome to my channel, Savage. It's really cool having you on. Diana, obviously,
Yes,
I love you, and cool. Thanks for not dying. Really appreciate it.
Please keep not dying. Please.
You take all the fun out of life.
Not dying? Okay.
Well, I mean, that's why we're trying to get you a kidney, so that we can put some of the fun back in.
Woo!
Put the kid back in kidney.
As I have said previously, y'all think that I'm doing this completely from an altruistic place. No, it's actually just Diana agreed to see the total eclipse with me in 2024. And if she's not around to see it, I don't have a place to go. So it's actually just completely selfish. Okay. So please keep my dream of seeing the eclipse alive, as well as my friend Diana in the process. Thank you.
We just have to find a place that's not covered with clouds.
That sounds pretty awesome. Ben, I love you, and I love having you around. I love your dumbass corn hat.
I love my corn hat.
Yeah, you got anything to add before we go?
I just think we have some very musical people in the group. We got Stool.
Stool
who
fucked
sings
off.
about emu sperm. And then we have Diana, who has her lovely song about being full of poo, and it's my favorite thing in the world. That's my favorite song in the world, so we love you, Diana.
I got poo, poo, and goo. It's really full of poo, and it's really full of the poo.
All right, everybody needs to pop over to Purple Stream.
Yeah.
All right, let's all go over to Purple Stream.
Purple.
Woo! Sorry, I
Thank
should
you,
leave it to
everybody, for coming. Everybody here on the panel, I put Perp's link in the private chat. But really, thank you for donating, everybody who donated, for just showing up. We love you, Diana, and see you over on the next stream. So,
night.
Don't forget to think critically. Night.